Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to another installment of our Satisfactory Let's Play. As per usual, past streams of this can be found on YouTube at Divvy1212, behind the scenes when I go live notifications, on Twitter at Divvy1212TV, and in our Discord, the Divination Station. Just make sure this is reloading real fast here. If you're catching us later on the YouTube side, do feel free to drop some comments, give me some tips, tricks, all that kind of stuff. I do appreciate any of that help. Other than that, we are going to get right into today. We got a little checklist here that I made last episode that we were doing. So I did take care of some stuff off air, like upgrading our coal plant, and then waiting for our versatile frames to finish. So I'm going to go show you the coal plant real fast while I am doing that. I'm gonna go do that, and then we're gonna go launch phase 2, and then we'll get to the stuff for our episode today. Pretty straightforward here. We're gonna finish phase 2, start on a motor factory, which will probably consume most of this time, using some alternate recipes, and then we're gonna start a concrete factory and a basic quartz factory. The concrete factory, though, may change depending on an alternate recipe that I need for refineries that I can use to make a lot more concrete per minute. But I might hold off on that just until we get refineries unlocked. So, upgrading our coal plant. Super simple. What we did over here, we just added some more water pumps into the system, doubled our miners' outputs, and then went and connected all these up smoothly so power would balance out. Pretty straightforward. A little bit of decorating that still needs to be done, but everything under here, the guts of the project, are pretty clean. Straightforward and ready to go. I like my power, especially in this game, to have no fluctuations if possible. I know later on, at least for power generation, you can use those thermal vents and they have fluctuation in their power systems, but I have not ever used them and not sure if I ever will. Maybe if I need a little more power, but generally, this game offers you stable power production and a lot of power to boot with that. So, anyway, just upgraded this, and maybe I'll do some decorations later on, kind of make it look nice and clean, and actually put these inside a building. And pretty much just kind of sinking a little bit of extra stuff down here, so that's what I did over there. We're gonna go head up here via the short rings. I could have taken the big power pole, which I probably should have. It would probably be faster than jumping back and forth. So we'll take this up. We'll just zigzag across here. Now I think I'm going to be making our motor factory down here today, which is going to be brand new for me because I usually never make my motor factory over here. I've always put it in the same spot on the other side of the big archway over there, considering it's very close to a lot of good resources and steel production. However, I'm going to be using some alternate recipes today for this motor factory, so we won't even have to mess with steel. We'll just use iron pipes and iron wire as well. That being said, we have completed phase 2, so let us go ahead and launch this baby up into the sky. Go visit all my lizard doggos. I don't think you guys have anything for me. Oh, you have computer chips, purple power slug, thank you, some bombs, iron plates, and what do you got back here? Nothing for me. Okay. And you haven't gotten anything either. Good job, guys. Find me more goodies. Let's go ahead and send this thing into the sky. It's to complete. Packing. Seal the little container. Get your lizard dog.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation.
Yay.
Congratulations, the Phase 2 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 2 will be completed and the construction dock will be constructed. After completion of Phase 2, the technologies of Tiers 5 and 6 will become available in the hub. These might feel intimidating after your previous experience, but rest assured that you would not be here if you were entirely incompetent. Highlights are oil production, railway transportation, the jetpack, and many more. Completing Phase 3 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. Just remember to focus on producing and delivering the project parts, and Fixit's faith in you will be strengthened.
You can do it. Alright, let's send this. See what we got here. Each. Send it on up. Something about watching big machines do big things is really cool.
Phase 2 of Project Assembly completed. You have been performing more adequately under pressure and are closer than ever to saving the day. Perhaps you were the right choice for the job. Time will tell. You will now enter Phase 3 of Project Assembly. Continue as you are, and there should be no issue. For humanity. For Fixit.
Oh my goodness, it's doing a whole bunch of stuff. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, welcome back. So let us check that off of our list over here if I can. Hate that I have to add something just to edit the to-do list. X that off the to-do list. We can just clear these. Yeah, we'll just clear this for right now. Let's continue. Oh, pain. Wasn't watching where I was going. Alright. So, let's see what we have next for upgrades. Tier 5, jetpack, which means motors. And then there's oil processing, which will give us refineries, but we'll also need motors. So motors are our next big objective. So, here is the plan. Plan is pretty darn simple here. If we go over to this button, this is a Satisfactory calculator planner for what we can do here. Just plugged in what I want. Tells me how much limestone I need. Generally, how much of our iron ore we need. We use basic iron ingots, which use the refineries. Combine those, we'll need 200 go into iron pipes, and then like 78 or something like that go into iron wire, which we'll probably just max it out and see how much we can send over there and dump our excess into the sinks that we have. Else we got our stators. We got our alternate steel rotors, which will use pipes as well, and wire. So I definitely recommend these two recipes, especially for motors, to combine steel rotors and assemblers for stators, since they use both the same identical stuff, and then they can both pump into making motors. That'll give us 5 motors. I do like using this recipe thing. Generally good, helpful, for reference-wise, to what I need to use. But it's a tool that a lot of places use. So there's other ones out there as well. That's just one that I found that I like. And I can drop that in the link then for whenever somebody else needs to use it. Like I said, I do prefer to free build generally, but it's a good guide to help out. So we are now headed over here and kind of plan out what we need. Generally, I'm probably going to need Mark II miners for these impure nodes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 impures over here that I'll probably need Mark IIs on. At least that'll give me 60, 120. I only really need to use 8 of them. Or not 8 of them. Two of them. 3 of them. And then there is a pure limestone right up here that I want to make use of. Get us all of that, and we'll put a Mark II on that as well. So generally speaking, delete that out of there. We will need 3 Mark II miners, a Mark I miner, need 6 refineries. Believe it was 9 constructors and 3 assemblers. No, 5 assemblers. This is 2, 2, and 1. Should be our list of what we need for this project. That being said, I need to be able to see what I need and am missing, which is, it looks like steel pipes and portable miners. Let's go head on down this way. Our steel pipes. I'll take this tower over. Oh, McConnell. My pipes at? Oh, my pipes aren't over here. So we're all the way down in the basin. This is the wrong steel finery. Oops. It would be helpful if I actually had some, like, pocket dimensions or something to use this with, but I'd have to get some sand ore. Or sand, as it is nowadays. I can actually do that. So we'll just swing on over back to the crater over here. There was a normal limestone right over there that I could use for this project, but since I need like 200 something, I would have to use some power shards to overclock it. And I'm not sure if I want to do that. Because I would be pushing it. Well, I guess it would be 2. It would be fine. We'll mark 2. Be 2 power shards. Ow, missed that. But I have the option, so let's just turn this off right now. Put that out. Let those supplies rebuild. and I need to make some other parts. Can't wait till I get a jetpack. Playing another version, Satisfactory, on a server with a few buddies, and we're already up to computers and stuff like that. So we have jetpacks and everything going on, and that just kind of helps me really digest and break down what we have over here and kind of get ideas for new things. So doing that's kind of helped me like look at, oh, I have different options for things over there because there's different alternate recipes and stuff like that unlocked, where we have different things unlocked over here. So it's all about building different concepts for what you have. So I like to make use of the alternate recipes, especially when it comes to like trying to figure out how to make your factories most efficient. That. This guy in here. Also gonna throw that in there as well. And miners. I need 7. I have 2. Go. 7 of them. Let's grab some concrete as well. And let me actually grab some shards, because I might not use that pier node. I might save that for something else down the road. I just want to see, do I have any power shards already made? It doesn't look like it to me. Oh, I do. Right there. Right in my face. So, we're gonna grab... forget those for now. We're gonna go take them up to our factory area. And start planning this factory up. Alright, so here is where our factory will be. We need to start with 2-meter foundations. And we'll kind of just get them snapped to the world grid. That's gonna make that weird. So we're just gonna do that. I found the best way to connect these when they're like this too is to leave it open so that the miner can actually snap down to the existing node. Surface too uneven. So that means we're gonna have to scrap this guy here and put that there. Back to miners. And see, that snaps on that height. So that one's good. Now I need to snap this one in. There, like that. So 60, 120. And if I look at my calculator here real fast, we need approximately 138 coming in, so 60, 120, 150 will be one more of those. No, I'm not gonna, I don't think I can connect it this high up like that, so I will come down one and try to zoop it across the top here. I think I'm gonna send it out this way so I can keep this iron node open and available. So we'll send it out, but we'll still... avoid that so we can use that iron in the future for something else. Mark 1 down here. That's 30. Plus that. 60, 60. That is 150 iron. So that all connected wise, we'll just put these up here like this. Should carry my chainsaw on me more. Especially when building. Little tree. There we go. So that'll snap up there. And those two will connect there. I'll probably just send this all to one belt then. 150, we'll just use a Mark III belt and connect all that together. So I think we're gonna have this like float over the road most likely. Loop that way. I don't know how much space I'm gonna need. Loop that way. About 10. A decent amount of space underneath, and we can decorate even too for later if you want to put like a tunnel through there or something, just to use for if there's ever like truck transport of some type through. Just connect all of this up. Now we're gonna build a logistics floor on this floor, and then we'll do the main floor above that, which will have the refineries and everything else. Should be good enough. We'll cut these 2 trees down here. We're gonna want a single. Awful dark down here. So, logistics floor will be here. Go ahead and make it so that everything is coming through. Probably do it there, but I think I'm gonna use the white corners for these buildings at least. I think we'll just compact this maybe in this box like so. I might come over to more maybe? I don't know, I feel like I see myself needing a little more space. Especially if I want to space these out. I have not rebuilt any of these factories that I am building, so it's all more or less something new that I'm trying, so I'm planning it out as I go. here is the question. If I go ahead and plug this in over here on this normal one, Mark II, should give us 240 if I overclock it. $240, but I'll be using a lot more on that one, so I'm gonna hold off. Hold off, see how much we actually need for this, and then we'll come back to it. So this is our logistics floor. Go ahead and send regular foundations across. Once we get some blueprints, it'd be nicer. Zoop these all the way across. Oh, I need more. Need more concrete. Okay. Just go run and grab that real fast. I feel like early game I should still focus more on trying to get some of these alien technology things to help me out, but at the same time I'm kind of trying to get everything base automated first before I do that. I'll get some more steel plates too while I'm at, or iron plates. I know I'm gonna need more. Two, three, four, five, six. That should be good enough. Alright, let's head on back to our factory. These two factories I built in the last episode have been running very well, actually. The only thing I would recommend is I want to make switches eventually to be able to turn off steel frame production, just so I can get more of these reinforced iron plates, because they don't make them as fast, and I'm using the majority of the produce to make frames instead, which I don't really need at the moment. I mean, they are making space elevator parts, but I don't need all of that going at the same time, so just food for thought that eventually I might need less of those. And this bean needs to get off of my platform. Go! Out of here. Trying to build stuff. Right, so let's put in all of this. I could make the blueprint machine now, but I think I do need to make some motors for it if I go down that route. Alright, so we're bringing our iron in here. Gonna need pretty much 6 foundries. I think I'm going to make them about 2 out like that. I think I might space them out. No, I think I'm gonna leave them pretty close together, actually. Just to kind of keep it compact. Maybe we can make it a room, actually. Do the same thing on this side. Maybe we'll leave that much space in between. Put back here. That way I have them on this side. Yeah, looks right. Our alternative 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, which is what we're giving it. So what's 40 times 6? 240, which we'll get it from that node, actually. So we can use this guy over here. It's a matter of building to him. Let's get snap a for now, because I don't feel like clearing that. Slap a 2 miner on him. I'm just gonna buff this up with 2 power shards. Give me 240. Then we'll take that up there. So we're gonna put a... It's pretty much just about in line with this. So we're gonna take this right here, come over here, just gonna zoom that right up to there. I think I'm gonna do stone in the middle, so we're just gonna cap this with stone for now. Mark 3 pipe, or Mark 3 belt coming out. Second, I want to do this first. That in. Default curve the belt. I'm not going to be able to get back up there. Temporary ladder. So let's head up here and snap these together. I still don't know why this does this. I really only get it in this world too, which is strange. I get that graphical bug. I haven't seen it in anybody else's game that I've played, but it might just be my graphics card not liking that I'm doing this on a single player world. That's all in. Do a little architecture framework. Zoom that all the way down. Same thing to here. And then we'll box this in a frame. work. And let's clean this up. That didn't work out for me. That's alright, we'll just throw our ladder on here. Maintenance ladder. Always like one to have. Okay. So, these are making 100, 50, 100, making 300 ingots through this process. 100 will go to making iron wire, and the other 200 will go to steel pipes, or iron pipes, I guess. So, let us throw down our barrels. Drop in our belt. Same thing on this side. In our belts. Jump down below. I'm gonna connect this up. So, all three of these are gonna all just pull together. Take a merger. This one is off slightly. Just lock that into place. Just scooch it. That. Push that one into place like there. Then we will merge these ones similar up here. This will have to be a Mark II at that point. Then this will go into a Mark III. So each of these will get 25. I think we'll do the iron on the outside. And we'll do the copper, or not the copper, the limestone on the inside. I think that'll be the best way to do this. So iron outside, limestone inside. It's gonna run a splitter. Other one will go down this way. split it in half here, and send it down. I don't want to go too far away from these for these ones, just because we'll have other stuff underneath running. Really don't need a splitter for that one and that one. So there's a lizard doggo out there. Interesting. We'll have to make friends. Mark 1. This will be a well. Here, connect these. Give these Mark 3 belts on. Even though they're going to be split down to 75 and 75. We'll just make sure that they move around faster. Oh, the belt is just shy. That is all connected. The limestone is going to have to come in here. Each. They should be the matching ones across from each other. That being said, should be able to go right in the middle here. These two. Split them off of each other. Lined up it is. Alright. Just slop some belts. All of these can be Mark 1s since they're taking 40 per minute. And we'll drag a Mark 3 belt up here. Oops, under there. And I'm gonna send this pretty much directly over this way. Hoping this won't get in the way later on when we're trying to do some belt work, but it should be okay. For now, at least. Snap them on like that. So, our limestone and iron are hooked up, coming in to make us 300 iron ingots. I need to see where this splits down here. What I think I would like to do is send our 200 one way and the other 100 the other way. So I'm making 150 on each side. And I think I want to pipe it over the backs of these two. Kind of keep it as compact as possible. So, to do that, I am going to grab a merger. Just gonna nudge this way. Let me do that for these guys. that for this one as well, even though I don't necessarily need it, but it's just going to help me keep this clean. And we are going to take this, send it backwards. That is 150 there. And then this is 100. And then that'll need a Mark 3 belt then. Just to see if I have anything blocking it on this side. I don't. Do I on the other side though? Not necessarily. What I want to do is I'll send the other stuff this way and run the wire on this side and do the pipes on that side. So let's go and add this back. Go put these splitters in, or mergers in. I can jump up on the thing, which I can't. I have no hops. This one is gonna go the other way. If I can turn it. Lock. The reason I'm sending that one the other way is because I have 150 going that way, and I need 200. So that 51 is going to go that way. The rest of this 100 is going to go over here for iron wire. Take this merger and send it this way. Here. This merger. Send it. Let's get our Mark 1 belts. We'll connect those up. 50 going that way. This will be 100 going that way. That being said, this is dropping off right here. I need my conveyor pole. Probably about there. And this is going to need to be a Mark III hole. So, do like that. So that beam gets on the outside going down. We're going to do the same thing over here. In the same spot. This is going to be a 50. The only problem with this one is I'm not going to be able to turn that like that until I have the belt in place. So let's temporarily do that. Now we'll make a conveyor loop pole. Probably about there. And we'll do it like that. So, pole. Next to that, Mark Mark 1. Oh, it's gonna need a nudge. Need a little closer where I had it. There. I gotta keep in mind about that man too. I can't go up too high in this building. He is pretty low over here. Like that. Delete that little pole. Now that is supported like that. That's supported like that. And we will combine those for our iron pipes then, too. I want to bring them together so it allows me to split them off evenly, because if I only split one side, that's gonna split the 75 and 75 when I need 100 going into one of these things at once. So these constructors can be probably right there. And I need iron pipes, 25 and 50. We'll put some conveyor holes down here. Pick those up. So 100 per minute, I'm gonna need Mark 2 belts going into each of these. We'll just split them going in. Splitter about there, I think. We'll move it out one, I think. Because we'll just connect it with a belt, if need be. Looks like there's connecting anyways, so that'll do. Hundred. This is a Mark III coming down under here. We'll have to remove that and replace it again here in a second. Delete. Pull this back up. Then reconnect. This will be a Mark 1. And we will have a tiny belt spaghetti a little bit right here, just because these two are going to have to overlap each other. So do it like that, but it won't be noticeable anyways, because underneath in our little logistics floor. And then we'll connect these guys up with a Mark III. Or no, we'll need a Mark IV belt actually. Oh no, we'll need a Mark III. Right. It's 200 going that way. I was thinking 300. So we will need Mark III going into there, then 200 and 200, or 100 and 100. So that is our 50 pipes that we'll need. And we'll just bring them down, back into the ground. Like so. Let's cover these. Then we have this guy to deal with still. So let me climb up here. Just jump across, Put our conveyor pole going down. There. 150, or no, 100 is going out of this guy, so we'll only need a Mark II. That. And we're gonna connect them to 6 of these. Or no, 7 of these. Let's get these lined up. There should do. The other 2 this way. We'll give it 2 spaces between. So, iron wire. Making 22.5 per minute using 12.5. So this would be 1, 2 is 25. 50. 75. I'll need another one. Give me 100 in use. So what is 22.5 times 8? It's 180 wire per minute. We'll be using, or getting from this. I could stand up, that'd be nice. And these will all need just Mark 1 holes. Looks like we're gonna need some more wire or rods. So let's go grab them a while. What else do I need? Any more plates or anything? No. I think it's coming together so far pretty good. More rods. 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. I'm gonna grab an extra set of plates. Sure, we'll need them at some point here. We'll go head back. I also have coupons to spend in the shop too. They've been piling up from our lizard doggos. We can go visit them real fast. I'm sure they have some goodies for us. Hello guys, what do you got for me? Some stators, frames, sound explosives. Okay, more sound explosives, and lasers. Not bad. These guys have been super helpful from the start. I've actually never even considered taming lizard doggos before until this playthrough, so they have been super duper helpful as of late. And I mean I've tamed them before, I should say, but haven't like actually dabbled in keeping a whole bunch of them. So they give out really good stuff, especially to sync. Because there's things like electric control rods that I don't need right now. Which I put in the chest. Pretty sure. Or I didn't pick up at all. One of the two. Well. I know I saw them there for some short period of time. out of here, Bean. Our iron pipes. Very sorry, Bean. You're just not supposed to be up here. Go. Get off my platform. Did you run over there? Oh my goodness, he's just perusing. Whatever. I don't care at this point. Part of the factory now. Congratulations. You've been promoted. Great. Air holes. Then this will be 180 to 22.5 times 2. So 45 per section. And I'm probably just gonna merge them. I'm gonna merge them up top here. That will set them down right after that. 180, so we'll need a Mark III at the end here. It's gonna be air 1. $45, 90, 130 something, into 180 per minute. Now we can go ahead and take that ball, send it, connect this up to that. Jump on down here. We'll have a little clipping. Send that right up the middle here as well. That's how we do this on top. Put it below. So split it right down the middle. Splitter. HB Mark 1. This will really become part of my factory, but that's fine. Alright, more reinforced iron plates. I'm gonna grab those real fast. Poor lizard doggo. Don't worry, you'll be part of the family soon. Go ahead, jump down here. can't recall getting any of these for a while. Which is strange. I wonder if we're just using enough of them per minute on the frames. So they're all producing. So, I'll leave it for now. Jump up in here. Mark 2 belts. We're gonna send this all the way through, even though we necessarily don't have to, since I'm using an overflow. I'm gonna go through that. And we are gonna connect this. Not like that, but like that. So, a little bit of belt spaghetti, but that's okay. And then our wire will come out down here. That way. So, yeah, I gotta keep crossing over this darn thing. I guess I could have sent it maybe that way, and then we wouldn't have so much crossover. But that's fine. So, now it's time to throw our assemblers in. Connect all of that up. And the question is, how do I want to do that? Well, I think I'm going to actually raise this so I have more space underneath for them. So I'm gonna go and take a wall. Maybe back one. Look at this. About there. And we're gonna use that as raised up land. I'm gonna put this temporarily in for now. I'm not sure yet what I want to design the outside, how I want to design the outside, but I'm gonna throw in temporary walls. Delete all of these foundations in the middle. Should give me plenty of space for 5 assemblers. Just soup them back in above. And now we have that together. So, put temporary walls in here like this. And let's go up top. So we got our refineries, we got our constructors. Now our assemblers, we will put up here. We'll need 2 and 2. last one will be 5, which will go this way. Which I want to set it separate from the rest of them. That, since this will be our motors. And we'll have our stators. And we'll have our alternate steel rotors. These take 30 and those take 20. That, these take how much wire? 40, 80 wire. And these take 60. So 80 plus 60, 140. We'll have 40 extra wire for overflow that we can shove into a little storage bin. Get out of here, Bean! He really just doesn't want to leave this platform. He likes it too much up here. And then we just need someplace to store it all. And for overflow as well, because I want to be able to switch this on and off so that I can get extra rotors and stuff like that when I need them. Which would be nice, actually. So, let's start our conveyor holes. One. You'll be... line, and then connect these guys up. And last one. These will all be Mark 1s coming out. And these will be Mark 1s coming in, and these will be Mark 1s coming in. And those are not connecting right. That's something you gotta watch, especially with these. I gotta make sure that they're actually feeding. And you should be all Mark 1s then for this thing. Now time to wire and connect. So steel pipes and wire are going to be coming through those ones, and then these two are our rotors, these two are our stators. They'll be going into there. That being said, let's bring down our stators first. Kind of get an eyeball of where they're going to be, so I can add a merger down here. Throw that merger right there, and then connect that by deleting it and reconnecting. Then we'll bring this one also down. Connect that via a Mark 1 belt. Then we're gonna need 2 splitters for these. So I need to go make some smart splitters. Which means I'm gonna also need to go grab some more wire and sheets. Quick wire, to be exact. So I'm gonna need at least 3 smart splitters for that process, just because, like I said, I want to be able to switch off motors when I want, so I can get more rotors and stators when I need them. And then they can go feed into smart wire, which I will need for space elevator parts coming up. Let's go ahead and jump down here. Guess I could have just built these up there, but I didn't feel like making a bench. I'm gonna make a few extra of these. That. Back top. It's funny enough, I didn't even think about making smart wire until, or I guess it's automated wire, correct term. I keep calling it smart wire because I think that's what it used to be called at one point. I think it's called automated wire. Yeah, this stuff. I didn't even think about that till just now, that we can use with the overflow if I decide to decrease how many motors we're making. We can dump the rest of that stuff into overflow, which would be good. So go ahead. Why you gotta be so weird, Bean? Don't do that. Freaks me out. Alright. So, splitter. But a smart splitter. That's what we're gonna use. Connect that up with you. We're gonna do that. You're gonna have none coming through this way. Have the faders coming through this side, and then overflow will be on this side. So the overflow will never kick on unless motors are turned off, since we're doing a 1-to-1 for this. So we're using 5 per minute, and we're making 5 per minute. But if motors are off, then overflow, spit that out, and we'll send it somewhere else. And same thing with rotors. But I will most likely sync them, since I already have a dedicated factory for rotors, which is over there, which we did last episode. So this all connects together with a Mark 1 belt. And we're gonna do the same thing here, but we're gonna move this up by 1. So I'm just gonna throw a merger down just to give my platform leverage. Then I'm gonna put a smart splitter facing that way. Delete that merger. Click on here. I'm gonna go none. Overflow. And then rotors. Do that. Connect this with a Mark 1. That's connected. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna kinda have to estimate my merger. Is I can kind of get us lined up here like that. So that looks pretty much lined up. Jump you in, connect, then connect this guy down with a Mark 1. This one I'm kind of gonna have to estimate, about there, I think. Eyeballing it. And connect that. It looks like we're good because we're pretty flat on there. And then connect this Mark 1 as well, just all the way across the top there. What's nice is that'll just skim right on top through there, and it'll still look nice. So outputs are connected to the input of that. Now we gotta look at the outputs of this. So 50 steel pipes from our iron pipe recipe. I'm gonna merge them together. I'll just take a merger, kind of estimate, put it up there. Delete this one to make sure that it connects properly. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this Mark 1 right into there. 50 will be coming out of this and connecting to all 4 of these. So we're just gonna take a Mark 1, send it to all 4 of these on this side. And since I really don't need anything else on this side, I'm just going to row these in and connect them with Mark 1 belts. Actually, no. I will get them as close to each other as I can. So, let's line them up. I like to do the lifts first, kind of, just so I have an idea of where they are, instead of having to estimate by staring up at the ceiling. And then I'll delete them and reconnect them, just to make sure that we don't have any breakage in the lines. That'll flow that way. Since we're only making 50, we'll just make Mark 1 lines. And all this way. And then we'll connect it up over here. That one. Alright. So lastly, we got our iron wire, which is coming through here at 180. And we're only using 140, so we're gonna have 40 left over, so we're gonna have to put a smart splitter on the end of this to capture overflow. So let's go ahead and we're gonna do that actually on this side. So this last splitter will be a smart splitter. We're gonna throw in. I'm actually not gonna connect them up like we did the other ones. Just like that. This middle will be overflow. This will be wire. And I'll make splitters on all of these other ones. That. Connecting to the Mark 1s, we'll do Mark 1s, and then we're gonna mark 3 down the middle, so we can capture all overflow, and this line belt will back up then. Mark 3, since we're shoving 180 wire down this line. Good. Then you will have a smidgen of belt spaghetti right here, but that could be overlooked since it'll be covered up. If I really want to, I could just bump it over this. But I don't really care. That's a smidgen of belt spaghetti, but like I said, it'll be covered up under the logistic floor, so no one's ever really going to see it. I'm trying to do a lot more clean looking factories where there's not so much wire and everything of belts in the way. It's all compact under your logistic floors. So, iron wire hooked up. We're gonna need to take that somewhere to sync then as well. So overflow's going that way. This overflow is on this side. This overflow is on this side as well. Help me remember where they are. Motors. I'm going to spit them out right through there into a container. So to do that, we're gonna go ahead and lay down some foundation. Up here. Connect that up in like one. Then we'll get our belt going out. There. Delete the rest of this. And that'll spit that out, and we'll put a little box for it. Probably, I think I actually might go up another floor just for storage reasons. So, like I said, I gotta watch how far we go up just because of the big manta ray that flies over here. But I think I want to do storage up above. Check this out, because I also am going to need to do our other stuff, like our automated wire up there as well for when this is doing overflow. So I'm going to need a logistics floor above me as well. Just connect this all up. One more. Right there. I'm gonna send that up into a conveyor hole. 'Cause that'll be another logistics floor right there. We'll go right up top. And then we can delete the rest of these, so that's floating for now. And once we do decorating and stuff like that, we'll come back to putting that up later on. I'm gonna jump on here, I'm gonna throw a ladder in. I'm gonna need to close this off anyways. And maybe we should send everything up that way. So we can send our overflow wire, overflow rotors, and overflow stators up through these holes into the next floor. Hopefully this manta ray, here he is, he's coming in. Let's see how close he gets to here. I can get a ladder in real fast. How close do you fly to me? Oh man, that's pretty darn close. So this will probably have to be our last floor with this building. And we can expand it out too. Close that off. Let's add our foundations in. Right here, right now. So, motors are gonna come up right here. Put a box for them here. I have stators, rotors, and eventually this will be automated wire because I don't want regular wire coming up through here. But we'll just put that in temporary for now. But I don't think I'm gonna do the automated wire stuff today, since we have a few other factories we gotta get to before I do that. But just to kind of pre-plan for next time. Those. Jump down here and connect this up. And we'll bring these guys up. Those up, and we only should be getting 40 out of here with motors, with the rotors and stators running. So that should be fine like that. I think motors. Like I said, I didn't really want to save motors either, so we could just dump those instead. So I think I'm gonna change this up. So that's gonna be different. These two are gonna need to go into smart splitters, which I'm hoping I have enough space for to squeeze in here. And I think I'm gonna need more. Oh no, I got two. Okay. Looks like I'm just gonna be able to squeeze these in. And that. So, what I want to do is do the stators next to this and put overflow going out this way. So I can fill that up first before we make automated wire. I'm just gonna leave that right there. This one is gonna be wire. We're gonna connect that up. Connect that up. That's already connected. So wire is gonna go in the front, or the middle, and then overflow is gonna come out the right side and not the left side. So this one's coming out left, this one's coming out right. And then the excess motors are just gonna come straight. And they're both gonna merge to go to an awesome sink for right now. So I'm just gonna go throw down a awesome sink. shove it up here for now. And I am going to give it a Mark III line just to make sure that we have enough flow going through it. I'm going to chuck down a merger between all three of these for now. Actually, I guess I should merge excess motors off too, because that's gonna happen eventually. So I will throw a smart splitter on this guy. And I need a... Let me squeeze one in here. Okay. There you go. AI limiter, there it is. Factory is definitely one of our next projects for sure. I just have only basic Caterium right now. Meaning handcrafting. Logistics. Smart splitter. It's always good to have your factories on overflow. Reconnect this pipe. And reconnect this one. This will be motors. This will be overflow. Back that up. Connect that in there. These are all just gonna connect straight to this guy. Doubt we'll have more than 120 items on that line at the same time, and then this one is gonna do a Mark III connect over there, just to spill off any excess items. So, time to wire. I don't have any cable. Perfect. Let's go head over this way. Oh man, that was a good land. Nope. My legs. This is why we have the emergency ladders on these things. Let's go get some wire. All damage never hurt nobody. Jump up here. Two, 300 wire should be good. Grab an extra bit of this. Hopefully that should be enough for our needs. I should put a zip line between here and over there, just so I can get up there faster, but this is fine. Right. So, we gotta get all this connected up. And then I gotta see how much damage to our power production we're doing. Poles. For these guys out here should be fine. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna send them right through this other side here. And Bean, get off my factory! He just lives inside here now. It's just his home. This one, we're gonna do the same that we usually do on our scaffolding. Connect it and run a line right on top. Put this one right in through the top there. And that'll connect up like that. These will all get a line underneath them, so kind of for the center. I'm gonna estimate just a bit where the center is, just to kind of hide the wires. Those guys together. Connect that to you over there. And do the same thing for this side. Give or take. Throwing them underneath. But there's no real right way to do your wiring. I'm just trying to hide it as best as I can. And I think it looks nicer when it's hidden. Those up. Connect that one to that. These two have to get their own. Give or take. Right there. And same thing for that other one. Grab him. There he is. Aim just about where the lift goes in. Connect you under here. Bean, get out of the way. Alright. Let's seal that up. Go ahead and open this guy up. We'll do these ones underneath. One. Underneath, kind of find the center of the belt. There'll be a lot of sliding here for a second. Oh, you can grab it. There it is. 3. And number 4. Connect those up. Do the same thing for the other side now. Bean, that's the worst sound you can possibly make. One, 4. Those up. Connect you to you. And we'll connect the one on the end to you. To you. Those are all connected. Now we need to send one over here. I'll send it on the wall first. And I'm gonna put one under these. So I guess 1, 2, 3. guys up. I'm just gonna cut the bottom of this. Poke my head up through there. Connect those two. Put my support back in. Do the same thing for these two. And then this one. The last thing I need to connect to power is to send power up through the floor to that awesome sink. So we're just gonna grab this one and take it up top. I'm gonna go all the way up on that same exact wall. Put it through there. Hopefully, I don't know if I left a hole or not up here. I guess we'll find out here in a second. I did. So you're gonna send it right up on that same wall. So it's just a straight line. Put this under here. So, pick that up. Then connect this up. So, I said about being able to switch off our motors. At the moment, I do not have power switches, so that is why our automated wire setup is going to have to wait until we get our Caterium set up so that we can make automated power switches. And once that's done, I'll rework this factory so that that single motor assembler is on its own line, and then we can flip it off and on for whenever we need to use it. That being said, let us go over to this power pole here. We're gonna upgrade it to a Mark II. Damage per power capacity is 216. Not bad. We're going to go ahead and the power line. Drag it all the way over here. Actually, I might not use that power line. I think I'm gonna grab this one. Put that right up there. And then watch the factory pick on. Now, before I do that, I was talking about letting this overflow. And by doing that, I want to go ahead and turn off our motors and stators. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to let that belt kind of fill up first with all of the steel pipes. So we're going to troubleshoot this whole system now. Just gonna wait for all this iron to come in. Wait for all of this over here to come in. Which it is definitely kicking away. Making sure all that's working. We'll watch our boundaries kick on soon. They're all waiting for concrete. 2 foundries have kicked on. It will take a little bit for this all to balance out. But when you're working with the fill conveyors, so like when you chain up splitters, you're gonna have to wait for it to fill up in order for it to become 100% efficient. That's why being able to run your factory for a while will help. So this one and this one are all gonna pour into these two. And then these two back here are doing all of these iron wires. Let me seal this up. That's gonna catch up. See, pipes are starting to be made. Or iron pipes, I should say, technically. But they're steel pipes. And then those will flow into here. Why do you not have power? Are you not connected to anything? You weren't. Okay, that makes more sense. That's why we troubleshoot factories. You have to connect one cable and nothing works. They're all pending. This is gonna take just a little bit for this all to stay lit. It looks like it's all doing pretty good on that front. And ones are slowing down still, but it'll take some time before they're ready. Iron wire starting to go through. Should be nice and smooth as it goes. Like I said, it'll take some time for this to become 100% efficient. Just because it needs to backlog on everything. These will fill up while they're turned off. I just have to wait for these machines to backlog, but they're already running at 100% pretty much. Well, almost. Percentage is like 87. That's not bad. Just to peek behind the curtain here, all of our rods. Our wire is backing up because I never connected any of the overflows as of yet. Will eventually be connected soon. I kind of want this all to backflow here first before I connect those up. And then we'll flush it all. So we got a decent amount of pipes on the line. I'll wait till they get kind of back towards that area. So it should be another, like, 30 seconds, maybe. So they're all filled up right there. Wire's already backlogging, pretty much. I'm still waiting on these guys to fill up, but they're going to take a little bit of time. It's good to see that there's iron in there, actually, so they are receiving iron. It's just how the belt is splitting them, as of right now. So, we are going to go ahead and turn these guys on. Those turned on. They're all backlogging. Here goes our first stators and motors. Or stators and rotors to make motors. just wait for this to start. To be fair, the motors have a little bit farther to travel. There we have our first motor. Should see it go up the ramp. There it is. First motor. So, last thing we gotta do is hook these up by pressing every single button that I have, apparently. So, this is wire. Motor, that is stator. I am spitting this out right through the center here. So that will take any overflow that they have. They shouldn't have overflow for a while. This guy, thanks for the 2-hour notice, is our, should be our stators. To go far side, so that's not going to drop this if I can, but that's going to be right in the floor. Should just send this out through the center instead. I want to send that out through the center instead. Little weird things here. Send this one. Slide it. Like that. That should solve that problem. Said I shouldn't have any overflow for a while until this all catches up. That should be this factory. Ready to go. What do you think, Mr. Bean? Go ahead, climb this up. Already up to 10 motors. That all has finally caught up. Looks like. Clear all that up. Alright, so we can X this off of our list of things to do. Go over here. Just add that in so I can edit this. Motor factory is started. Next up is our small little concrete stuff going on here. Concrete, we are starting to run out of time, so I might skip over concrete for just right now, only because I think I want to use refineries to make that more efficient, and I don't have refineries unlocked yet, but we might be able to get them this episode, and then we can do the concrete first thing next episode. So I might move concrete down to next time. But basic quartz, we can start that a while. So I need to go get some quartz actually, since I don't have that all unlocked. Oh, that was my legs. So, do I have any quartz? I have 3. And that's it. And also, the MAM research that we have. I'm going to get that done too. So, get our fabric. Which I do have all of that stuff in here, right here. Boom and boom. Get this research real fast. Celia. Fabric costs.
Research completed. Fabric recipe unlocked. New mycelia research available.
Awesome. So that'll give us the gas mask then at some point when we're ready. Throw that back in there. Throw mycelia back in here. So, quartz. We do a scan. Should be some quartz nearby. There it is. 1,100 meters over yonder. There's another patch way out there. And then some more back over that way. I'm gonna go for these ones over here. Up here, impure, and a normal. We're gonna go to those ones. We're going over here. Actually, I think I'll get the truck. And I'm gonna want some things to set up this cell. Let's prep. Gonna need an extra MAM. Gonna need a 2 storage bins. 2 constructors. And that should be pretty much it for now. I'm gonna let them overflow. Oh, and a miner, I guess. That might be helpful too. Let's do a Mark 1 miner. Zip on down here. Build myself a miner real fast. Gonna need some steel. We're gonna have to go get some steel real fast too. I guess I should look into getting some power lines. They're over there as well. And we can use, so let's plan that out too. Go ahead and here, power. Maybe 13? Might be more than enough. I'll go get some steel. Good. Here. Grab those. And should be good to go. to go get our stuff ready. So, quartz, I just want to make a little bit of both. That way I can start doing windows and closing off things and making the factories look nice. Since we're now at the stage where we have all the basic materials done. So, jump in our tractor. Head over this way. So 1.0 added these quartz nodes over here in the purple forest area that's really vegetated. So we're going to go head over to those ones. And just use them kind of for a basic setup. And right through right here. Up. Right there. Should spit us out near these ports. There it is. Ranger attack. Alright, so we're just gonna put a basic setup here. Grab me some foundations. I'm a little more raised than that. Grab that mushroom. Get this sulfur out of here. Nothing permanent here as of now, but maybe in the future I might build something here that'll look nice. So, production. Oh, actually, cancel that. I want first, let's get our man out. Because I do not even have the other quartz unlocked yet. I need a little bit extra quartz. Let's go ahead and we'll drop down our miner. Grab us a little extra quartz. That should fill up shortly. Let it do its thing. It's 40 per minute. Oh, not bad. There's a little spider cave down over here too, somewhere. I guess it's that hill up there. I don't like the spiders. Don't want to deal with it. There's spiders in here and I don't like it. Should be more than enough. Get a miner. And we'll throw this back down again. So, that's one miner. 60 per minute. Let's grab our quartz. Research this.
Research completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Nice. Alright, so 60 per minute. Our constructors. Don't know what's going on with the textures right now. But 22. This will be doing 37.5. 37.5 plus 22.5 is 60. Just throw a splitter on here, and we'll let it do its thing. Technically, the one side should get more than the other, but it's not going to work out that way. So, it is going to backlog for a little bit. Figure itself out. I'm just going to put 2 bins on either side of this. Seven 7.5 and 22.5. So I can delete that. Let's hook this all up. Let's not hook them together like that, because I can't do anything. Power pole on that. Weird bug textured thing. Connect these all together. That way. Power tower down. Probably right in here. Alright. I'm going to take my tractor, and we are going to partially drive it over there. Because there is very awesome things that I want to deal with them over here. I know there's a big spider that's over here sometimes too. I do not want to run into it. Just chill here for a second. Grab this power tower if I can. Keep our vehicle close to us all times. Plus I need to get through the gas clouds down here as well. I'm gonna aim for up the hill with this as well. So, I'm gonna go this way as I can. Alright. To get our stuff. Shoot at my vehicle. I don't want to fight. Oh, you missed. Why can't I slide? Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Too far. Shove it right there. No, it's not flat, but I just need the power to get over there. Head over this way. Just gonna put this right here for now. And I'm gonna upgrade that to a Mark II. And connect it up. Let's go get our handy dandy item. Or vehicle, I should say. Not item. What's up, big guy? Bye, big guy. Be sure to hit you with my car. Bonk. Alright, so that Quartz should start getting power. Things going okay. I think I'm gonna put a tunnel right through here. Just because I feel like that'd be cool. I just love how compact the factory is here. So we're not caught up all the way yet with wire, but we're getting close. Motors are going up. Everything else seems to be on 100%. These are very much flowing. Well, we are spitting a little bit of excess out, actually. You can see there, a little excess wire going up. We're storing it in here, just for now. We do have our motors, actually, that we can go and do that, so go ahead, jump in here, check off our basic quartz factory on our list. That's getting us that stuff. This is all going fantastic. Like what we did here with this. Grab my lizard doggers real fast to see if they have anything for me to scrap. And then we're gonna go to the awesome shop and spend some tickets. Hello, my friends. Wires that I think I was supposed to grab before. Why not? Our stators. We got a magazine. Terrible. Okay. Nothing of interest, really. I guess those were those control rods that I was supposed to grab before. I think I left them on the dog, maybe. So they didn't really do anything for us. But that's okay. This is nice. Some extra automated wire and stuff. Ignore all this spaghetti. Alright, so we need plates, motors, That and plates. I need to go get a bunch of plates. I'm gonna scrap this sulfur that we found. And this quartz. 2 while I'm at it. Go shove that in there. And those pulse sounds too. And I think I have... Yeah, I do have a round for that in there too. So we'll just shove all of this stuff. Handy dandy storage. $400, 600, 800, 1,000. And throw that in there. And let's go get our plates. So I think the goal will be to get refineries, pump water over from close by and into this area on the map here. So there's water up here. There's water here that we're using for coal right now. So we might clean that up and move that so that we can use this. And then we'll make concrete there. Alternatively, there's also concrete up over there in the hills. If I do a little quick scan, limestone. It literally oodles of it. Just around here, and then up the hill even more. So it's only showing me like these several that are really close to me, but they're not the ones that I wanted to ping. So like that pure limestone we were looking at the beginning of the video for the motor factory, we could always use that too. This, right into this. Get ourselves a handy dandy jetpack.
Milestone reached. Fix-It has granted you the power of flight, provided you have a jetpack and the appropriate fuels. The jetpack refuels automatically while you are standing on a surface, and different fuel types will affect the jetpack's functionality. With this increased versatility, you will no doubt achieve efficiency levels previously unheard of.
The jetpack is a big lifesaver. Here's this. Grab those converters too. Oil processing is next. We can gather this stuff up a while. Encased beams are over here. Could I have driven for them? Yes. Did I want to? No. Storage is down here. Frames. 100 encased beams. We need 500 plate, which we can get pretty easily, and we have plenty of sheets too. I'm just waiting for our motors, basically, which should be done. It'll take 10 minutes for that to fill up, so we should have, I think we had like half or more than half ready already, so we'll just go zip on down to the full plant. And we'll get some of that stuff ready. I just love the dog pen, it's funny. We do have this water up here too, that we could use that pure line, and those other lines that are down there, tap into if I wanted to make a concrete plant over here. Wouldn't be terrible. Actually be a lot closer to a lot of my factories. But then again, don't know what I'm going to be using all that concrete for. I think once we get the heavy modular frames, that'll be in use. Some type of delivery system. 2, 4, 6. Okay, 6 of that. And I'm going to make this here, so start dumping some of that excess. Same thing with this guy. Just more tickets for us. Help me, Bean. Oh, so close. I was hoping he was going to bounce me up on top of the pylon, but he did not. Have about a minute till our dropship comes back in. Sheets should be over here, and they are definitely 100% full. 4, 6. More than enough. Drop down here. Tickets, we are at 36. Got them. Don't think I have any excess tickets laying around. Think about it. Double check. I don't see any. Let's also go grab these motors and then we can send our ship back to re-entry. Too long. Get a better way to get in here. There's a lot more wire coming up now. Beam patrol is on this factory. Should have 50 in here, which we do. Oh yeah, that was a nice landing. Hurt. Oh, I almost killed myself. No, I'm alive. Almost unalive. Whew. Close this one. Alright. Load all of this in. Alright, processing is now available.
Milestone reached. Crude oil can now be extracted and refined to produce various industrially beneficial parts. The byproducts of these processes will require careful management, but a capable pioneer such as yourself surely understands that. To improve efficiency, pipelines can now be optimized with valves to limit and balance their throughput.
Nice.
These were initially left out because Fixit did not want to overwhelm pioneers with complex pipeline management, but they have since been re-added after my impassioned defense of your capabilities.
Capabilities are amazing. That requires rubber, that requires plastic, and it requires rubber and plastic. Right. How much of either of those do I have right now that I found? 200 and 200 of each, pretty much. So I could get Mark IV belts a while if I want to, which I'll probably need for our factory, so I'll mark those down for sure that we'll need them. Now let's go to our awesome shop. Having an awesome shop day. So let's grab ourselves here some items. I'm gonna ignore all this. 36. What I want. Coated foundations. Copper paint. I want those. Coated walls. Doors. Windows. Windows. What am I at? 28. I have 8 more. Probably roofs. And that leave me at 2. I have 2 left. What can I get? Get numbers. Sure. There we go. Windows, patterns, numbers. So, that gives us a whole bunch of options. Comes to walls. New window pattern ones. Unlock them. The doorways now. They're helpful. They don't come in steel ones? That's interesting. Pretty cool stuff. We have new roofs. And then more patterns basically to use. And a copper finish, which looks pretty cool. I do say so. Anything's really unique. No sense. So let's get our necessary materials together for that. All of our frames are over here at the other factory making versatile frames. So I'm gonna go grab them a while. And we'll need more encased beams over there as well. And then we have some extra rubber that we've just found around the world since we're not producing any of that yet. So we'll just go ahead and we'll grab that. Just give us Mark IV belts. That'll definitely help us with making our complete factory. 300 base beams. This has more than enough. 100, 200, 300, 400. 1, 2, 3, 4. 400 frames. Let's go over here too, so we can grab some of this quartz stuff as well. So we're now producing it. Just to look at. Just make sure everything runs smoothly too. 'Cause I haven't been over there yet. And we'll kind of plan out the next stuff that we gotta do. Oh, waiting for the drop pod to get back at least. Oh gosh. No, no, no. Don't fling me right towards where there's gonna be a big spider. I don't like that. It would beat up anything in this forest. Oh, right. Yes, we are backed up at this point. Good. Good news for us. Plenty of this stuff running. Awesome. Oh, you scared me, little guy. You can't just be running up on somebody like that. You almost got domed. Must be a, nothing up there or something. Back to base. That's cool. Once we get this built too, there's one more thing I want to build, which is our blueprint maker. Which will start to save us a lot of time on things. Where do I make it though? It's probably up there, since none of this down here is probably a good spot to put it. Blueprint maker is a bit expensive. Actually, I could just build it now, because I have time. So, go ahead and throw this up here. Just gonna throw this down. Right here.
Once you have built a satisfactory blueprint, interact with the Blueprint Designer terminal to save it. It will then be available in the Blueprints tab of your build menu. Blueprints can always be edited to correct mistakes or optimize. If you find yourself struggling to work within the set size restrictions, remember that this is a you problem, and efficiency can always be improved.
Wow, thanks. Appreciate that. freighter's back. Could use the line vines. I don't think you can anymore though. This might hurt. No. Go ahead and drop that in there. Do the mercy spheres. And let's go put this in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 2 from here. 2. Mark forward complete.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Cool. Enough for... Oh, I do have enough for a jetpack. Just smack the jetpack together real fast. So slap that on. Fill it with biofuel. I can. Oh, so nice. So nice to have a jetpack again. Okay, so we can do the fluid packaging, and I think that's where we'll probably call it. And then we can plan for next time. Hello guys, what goodies do you have for me today? Computer chips, I like. Thank you. Another ammunition. Ooh, heat sinks. Awesome. Don't really need heat sinks right now, but it's good scrap material. To the sink you go. The rest of the stuff can stay. I'm holding on to computer chips because I can use them for later stuff. Shove all of that in there. Alright, let's go get our steel beams that we need for our packaging of fluids. Then we'll discuss what's going to happen next time. Stop running into things. Dropping at him. 2. 400. Good job, Bean. You did it this time. Oh, Bean, I failed. I thought you did it. Oh, man. It was so close. So close to the Bean bounce. Goodbye, beam. I tried. That was the second attempt to try to bounce up on there. I definitely can do it. I just not been lucky. I'm gonna injure myself severely. It's not okay. Keep not watching where I'm letting go of this supply. Another 1,000 of these. Two. 5. And 5. There's our freighter. Bring our drop pod back, please. Cool. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 200 plastic.
Milestone reached. Avoid the embarrassment of placing liquids in your pockets only for them to spread across your suit. Package and unpackage them with the packager. Packaging fluids allows them to be transported in your inventory, on conveyor belts, and by vehicles. For increased, non-pocket related fluid storage, you can now use the industrial fluid buffer.
Nice. So, man, we crushed tier 5 pretty much. Just about. Petroleum power is the next one. Which we won't have rubber or plastic to do as of yet. So, let us talk about next time. Plans for that. So, off air, I plan to work on... So... Decorate... Motor... Factory. So that'll be an in-progress thing. It'll be a little while because I don't have concrete being made right now. But I do have quartz. And I have a small amount of concrete, so that'll be fine. Let us delete that. Delete this, and we finished phase 2. So, in episode 7, we'll start our concrete factory. We will set up basic rubber and plastic, and then finish tier 5. Rubber and plastic, finish tier 5. What else can we do? Again, planning for fuel. Power. All right. I think that is a pretty good list of what I have in mind for now. So, we'll decorate the motor factory next time, while I'm off air. I'll start working on that to kind of clean it up and finish it out. It'll probably be in the thumbnail, most likely, of this. The core wise, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I just needed to get that quartz going so I could have windows, and then I'll kind of clean it up. Like I said, I want to put a tunnel through the bottom of it, and I'll probably cut this out so that we can have like a archway through here, just to allow like trucks and stuff to get through. I think that'll look cool, and then we'll kind of clean up the rest of it and do some rooms on the inside, since everything's pretty compact, actually. I don't have lights open yet, though, so it'll be something that we'll have to look into maybe later on when I get more tickets going. Then next we'll set up our basic rubber and plastic plants. Get something simple going down there, because I think our power kind of pushing it a little bit. I recall. I mean, I did just add a bunch of power in. I should say that, but this did use up like 200 and some power. So, I don't know, we still have... Our max consumption is 1200, and we're only using... Our capacity is 1590. That's our production from our plants, but that does take into account that there is a temporary coal plant running right now. Then we got our max. It is 12 something, so we're kind of skimming it a little close. But we'll make do. I think definitely planning that dual power stage will definitely help out with planning what we need to do. I also want to get biofuel going as well, which we might do that too. So let me add that to the list. Oh, I won't be able to do it up here. I'll have to do it down here. Biofuel setup. Just to kind of help out my jetpack. So I think that'll be the plan for next time. Start a concrete factory. We'll set up our basic rubber and plastic plant, set up a biofuel plant, and then finish tier 5 and begin planning for fuel power. Automated wire, I know I did talk about kind of setting that up too, which I might look at kind of on the side here. And I know I need to do Caterium as well, but we definitely need more power before we embark on any of that. And now that I have a jetpack, I'm going to be able to do a lot more exploring as well. So we might not get to exploring in the next one, but I might go ahead and do a little off-cam exploring too, just to find some more hard drives and alternate recipes to help us out along our way. Other than that, I think we are pretty much to where I want to be. Very helpful. Getting done at this point too, which is nice. Like I said, they should be... they're all 100% at this point. 100%. 100%. This guy over here probably isn't 100. Oh no, he is. So, yeah, they're all clicking 100. At this point, so... yeah, I can't complain. Alrighty guys, well, we are gonna call that for today. As per usual, past streams can be found on YouTube at Divi1212 behind the scenes and when I go live, notifications on Twitter, or X nowadays, at Divi1212TV, and in our Discord, the Divination Station. Of course, if you have any suggestions on comments, what do you think I can improve, decorations, factory ideas, other stuff like that, do let me know. It does help me out, and it does help out the algorithm recommend my content for others. Other than that, we might do another one this week. stream-wise. I'm not 100% sure yet because I don't know what my schedule's going to be. But we will let you guys know as soon as we do know. Like I said, just keep up to date with Twitter and our Discord to catch when we have streams and when the next one will come up. Other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Good night. Or I don't know when to watch this.